How do you feel the chamber is doing?
I've been on this journey with the chamber for the last 10 years. So I've seen it grown out of where we were looking for rooms where to do work, to having galas, having subcommittees, and doubling the size of the membership that Larry and the board has done over the last 10 years. As their liaison, I know that they're doing phenomenal work.
Nice. What aren't they doing, or what could they do better or more of?
I think one of the things that is very difficult is having membership and leadership giving up roles to that tackle specific problems or places for opportunity. So Larry has set up the real estate commission. He set up the banking committee. I think that one of the things that if they could do some more of is like a marketing committee and teaching other businesses how to market to each other, creating a master list of businesses for everybody to share. So a lot of those things where like every month you say, okay, like this is happening in Teaneck. This person has this sale, this person has this sale. So those are things. But again, they're a volunteer organization, 100% volunteers. So the question comes down to is like the bandwidth of getting more people involved, and then so to do things like this.
What else is really important to you about keeping the dollars local? The basic concept of what the chamber is trying to do, not the big box businesses, but the family-owned, the mom and pop shops. Yeah.
I think one of the things that you see tonight is I think several of the honorees all talked about how special Teaneck is. Several of the honorees, whether they were in police and fire, all grew up in Teaneck. So it's something that we don't take for granted, that how special we feel that our town is, and we just continue to encourage people to shop local.
Could you talk about the importance of us being united in our diversities and the value of that? Yeah,
I think there are certain things that are very important. Teaneck has its disagreements. Republican, Democrat, far left, far right. But one thing we don't tolerate is bigotry, xenophobia, and prejudice. And I think that that's something that no matter what your political differences are, everybody knows, whoa, you just crossed a line here. And that's not tolerated. And you can see even in any room where people will have big disagreements politically, but they don't hold those disagreements into making it into something about xenophobia, prejudice of that nature, because I don't think that that's ever tolerated from anybody who has disagreements in this town. And it's a testament to a lot of the way people learn to be disagreeable, could disagree without being disagreeable. Now, that's not to say that there are some people who are on the fringes who try to use dog whistle politics, but we call them out, and we know who they are. For the most part, we don't let the 1% of the people, or even like 0.01% of the people, ruin it for 99% of the people.
How can we make ourselves more self-sustainable?
We are a sustainable community in Bergen County. We've been recognized as that. We did that in 2012 when I was mayor. We were awarded at the New Jersey League of Municipalities. So we've increased recycling. We are looking at different ways, working with our environmental commission to make Teaneck more sustainable. And looking at, again, we've increased recycling. Oh, I don't want to make this a campaign speech, but it's just like we've done a lot in that area.
What else is really important to you about our community? What do you want to see more of?
I think what I'd really like to see is more youth activities. I think keeping kids' hands busy and giving them more opportunities trains them for the future. I also want to help keep Teaneck affordable so that those kids don't move out, they stay here, like I did, and like a lot of people do. So I think that there's a lot to work on in building services, coming up with smart development programs that doesn't change the landscape of Teaneck, that keeps it more suburban than urban. We're fighting turning into Englewood, fighting turning into Hackensack. So the rateable chase is something that's definitely out there, but I think that we've done a very good job at bringing in development without giving away pilots, without giving away the store, and saying, this is something we would consider, this is something we wouldn't. So those are the challenges. Our police department has done a phenomenal job at keeping our town safe. Crime is down. We haven't been hit that bad thank God, by the opioid epidemic. So, keeping these things moving along, it's not an accident. It's the right leadership, the right people who want to work together, and that's how you get, great outcomes. So the hardest challenge is not letting people who are Trumpsters, or however you want me to put it, take us off track and using distractions of using the politics of divisiveness versus the politics of inclusion and unity.